Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter, The Enemy, by Pearl S. Buck. Pearl S. Buck was born on June 26, 1892 in West Virginia, USA. And she had spent a good period of time in China. She won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1938, and her books include novels, collection of stories, biographies, autobiographies, poetry, drama, children's literature, and translation from Chinese. She died in March 1973. It is the time of the World War. It is the time of the World War, and Japan and USA were enemies. An American prisoner of war is washed ashore in a dying state and is found at the doorstep of a Japanese doctor. Should he save him as a doctor or hand him over to the army as a patriot? So it is about the conflict a doctor faces between his duty as a doctor and his duty as a citizen of his country. This story gives a message of humaneness and deglorification of war. It is also about patriotism and medical profession. So let's read how does he come to grips with the situation. Dr. Sadao Hoki's house was built on a spot off the Japanese coast, where as a little boy he had often played. Now Dr. Sadao Hoki is the protagonist of the story, and his house was built on a spot of the Japanese coast. That means his house was by the seashore, and he had spent his childhood there. The low square stone house, what type of house he had? The low square stone house, which was set upon rocks well above a narrow beach that was outlined with bent pines. So it was a beautiful place, a beautiful house. As a boy, Sadao had climbed the pines, supporting himself on his bare feet, as he had seen men do in the South Seas when they climbed for coconuts. So he used to play around climbing those pines and used to use the same technique which he had seen men doing in the South Seas. His father had taken him often to the islands of those seas. Of those seas means South Seas. His father had taken him there quite many times, and there he learnt that technique of climbing coconut trees. And never had he failed to say to the little brave boy at his side. So his father used to tell him that those islands yonder, they are the stepping stones to the future for Japan. So his father told him that those islands, which could be seen from a distance, could prove to be the stepping stones for the bright future of Japan. Where shall we step from them? Sadao had asked seriously. Who knows? His father had answered. Who can limit our future? It depends on what we make it. So according to his father, the islands of South Seas had a lot of potential for a better future of Japan. And he told Sadao that future is unpredictable and a lot of things could be done with the proper planning and perseverance.